as well, a lot of guys are out there, they're not talking about their story because they feel like if they talk about it, people feel like they are weak, and also men are not supposed to be talking, not supposed to open their mouth. So what do you do in your relationship, in your marriage? Your wife is abusing you, and then you come out to the public addressing or talking about it. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Sure, you understand? So I feel like men don't want to talk about it, and that's fine. But anything you're going through in your relationship, make sure you're going through the right path, not the wrong path. Yes, today, to actually contribute on the program today, this is the number to call: 09160849708. Let me call it again: 09160849708. Dropping comments on Facebook alone, it won't do justice to it.
Yeah.
We want to hear your voice, your beautiful voice, your fine voice. You want to listen to our voices of because I've got a good voice and Ajay Christian's got a wonderful voice. So let us hear from you. Like, let us rub minds together, listening to our voices. What is your opinion, your views, your 2 cents on this? Because I'm actually tired of this particular topic, domestic violence. I'm tired of it, but we can. It's actually very broad, but I hope that we finish it today.
All right.
Okay, so what do we have for them today?
I'm emotionally stressed. I'm emotionally downcast. I am so confused.
More music on trendybeats.com.
ọjà tí mo dé ó dé mi débẹ̀.
Ọgbẹ́ mi débẹ̀.
mo fi lélẹ̀. Where money dey, I go dey there.
I go there.
No ask me why, no sign to labor. Omi o lọ ta o.
Butter.
Any upon against me, no fit prosper.
Amen.
Back to sender.
Hey.
Sorry, Messi, Iniesta.
No siesta.
You need semester. Jerogun accident.
Say you vibes, give me the man.
Káàbọ̀. Welcome. Wait. Were you singing or screaming?
All of the above.
All of the above, so that. Come home. Let's continue.
Okay. So what I was discussing domestic violence and understanding ways to know that you are in an abusive relationship. We've given you 2 of. We have 4 actually. We came up with 4. We could come up with 4 solutions with theories. What have you? So we've given you 2 last week, and we are here to give you the remaining 2. So the first one we gave you guys was okay, we said how to deal with domestic violence. The first one was understanding domestic violence. We discussed about that. We discussed about the first one, when you understand the fact that you are in this situation, so this is what you are going through. You understand the fact that you are going through domestic violence. So the second one is understand why abusers abuse. Exactly, you have to understand that this is why is this person abusing me. You have to understand that, and then what is that thing that you are doing that is making actually there is no justice for an abuser, but you that they are abusing, the victim. You have to understand that why is this person abusing me. So it's something you can mend. Person can go for therapy, fine, and then person will come back fine, and you guys will be living fine. But it is not something you can do. You shouldn't endure anything. You don't endure abuse, no matter how. Don't endure abuse.
And also, sometimes we blame victims that they put themselves in the position to be abused. No. Under this, understand why abusers abuse. And they said it's never justified. Abusing someone can never be justified. Reasons for abusing is unjustifiable. Then also, it is never the victim's fault. Why do I say this? Sometimes when we have victims of rape, we tend to judge that it's because the kind of dress she has worn, that what did she go and do in that particular place at wait, when you can control yourself and when you don't have that kind of thing in mind, you will never attempt to rape a lady. Notwithstanding whatever she wears, withstanding whatever situation she finds herself, you should never. So it is never the victim's fault to be a victim of domestic violence or being in a toxic relationship. Then also it can happen to anyone. Don't see yourself as a saint or a messiah or something like that. Like, it can never happen to me, I can never fall in this situation, I can never be in this situation. No, man. You never can tell. What you don't know what the future holds. We don't pray that the future holds something bad or evil for us, but you can let's just think of the fact that at any point in time we can find ourselves in this kind of situation. And what if this is me? What would I do? So we should never say it can never happen to me. So most people just blame people that find themselves in this kind of situation. More so, keep it in mind that although victims of domestic violence are overwhelmingly female, men also can be victims of domestic violence, because it is not common among men, but men can also fall victims of domestic violence. Before we move on, let us just go on a short musical break. We'll be right back. Sorry for the break in transmission.
I remember when we met. So cool, babe. You look at me with this smile on your face. I could tell you're into me. When you down, I'm down. When you smile, I'm smiling. When you laugh, I'm finished. Oh my baby. Alright.
Alright, welcome back. It is still Gist City, where we get to give you all the gist. Gist City on Otitolagba Radio TV. If you want to follow us here on Facebook, you want to join us on YouTube, just type Otitolagba TV on your YouTube page. You want to join us on Instagram, Otitolagba Radio.tv on Instagram, on your Facebook handle, Otitolagba Radio.tv, TikTok, Otitolagba Radio.tv. Bring in your adverts, sponsor our programs. We are here for you every time, every day, 24/7. And you can call in directly through our studio line to bring in your adverts, to get in contact with any of our staff, or to get in contact with any of our programs. You can just call 09160849708. Let me, for emphasis sake, 09160849708. You can call in right now to join the discussion on this program, still domestic violence and toxic relationships. So now we've been discussing how to deal with domestic violence. We've said know why abusers abuse. You need to know also that you are in a toxic relationship. You know, when you identify your problem, then the problem is half solved. But when you don't know that you have a problem, then there's no way you can seek for solution or seek for help. Okay, now Kola will be moving on the next point on how to deal with domestic violence, before we bring to you some points and we round up domestic violence and toxic relationships.
Okay. So the next one, which is the third one, continuation from last week, is know the law in your area. Whatever state you are, country you are, you have to know that as a person, you have your rights, female or male, you have your rights. So if you are going through domestic violence and you are legally married, even if you're not married, that you are still courting, you're still with the person. You guys are yet to be married, so you know that, okay, this is my right. I have my right as an individual, so you can always discipline the person through the law. most times ladies feel like they feel like I'm not here to counter them or to discredit them. It's good to know you're right, but they feel like even if they are guilty, they feel like okay, the law recognizes the female more than the male. Some people have this mentality, but at this point, if you still have that mentality that as a woman, actually you're right, the law is kind of gentle with ladies, with the female gender more than the guy. So you feel like okay, as a lady I have rights even if you are the one maltreating the man in the relationship, and then you feel like okay, you can sue me, you can go to court, you can do this, you can do that. At the end of the day I'll still win because I am the female. Guys, if you are going through domestic violence in your relationship, in your marriage, and then that woman has been threatening you that even if you go to court, even if you go through law, she's still going to win the case because she's a lady. It's a lie. If you have your proof that you're actually not, that you're innocent and you're not maltreating that woman, you're not maltreating the lady, that you've been the good one in the relationship, why not go ahead, sue that woman, take her to court, sue her and take her to court. Let people know, let people see, like let other men they are experiencing toxic relationship or are going through abuse, let them also lend their voices, let them come out of hiding. Let one man show an example of how it's been done. Yes, let me go back to the female gender again as well. Ladies, if you're in a relationship that you're going through domestic violence, yes, you're a woman. Like in any relationship, in any situation, if you're a lady, if you're the female gender, know that if you want to go through law, know that you are covered already. Like you are 85% covered. So when you now have your evidence as well, you know that you are covered. So if there's a man out there threatening you, okay, I have money, even if you go through law, even if you know the right things to do, even if you know your rights and all, let me tell you this: if you know your rights and then you are not the bad one, you are the good one in the relationship, kindly use your rights as an individual to set yourself free, to escape from that relationship you are. Know your rights as an individual. If you're a man, if you're a woman, know your rights as an individual. Meet people, meet lawyers, because I'm sure there are human rights activists out there, a lot of them who wants to help out. You're going through this, you're going through that, just talk to them. They will help you even without collecting anything from you. So if you're going through domestic violence and abuse in your relationship, tell people, tell lawyers, tell people who will help you out, because you as an individual, you have a right to protect yourself and your sanity.
Alright, as I said, federally there are two laws specifically that address domestic violence. We have the Violence Against Women Act and the Family Violence Prevention and Service Act. And we also have the one that provides for legal aid and funding for relocating of victims of domestic violence. You can reach out and check online for all those things. And locally, if you go to your state, if you go to your local government, there are human rights activists too that fight for the rights of human beings generally, defile children, in domestic violence cases, human beings generally. And you need to know also what I've said, that the local resources that are available depending on your city, your state, and your local government. You need to be able to reach out. You know, in these days now, social media and the use of gadgets has made it easy for us to access all these local services online. Just type on your phone and hotlines will call out. You can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline in Nigeria.
Like, yes, you reach out to people. You know,
yes.
Social media now, like the power of social media is, I don't know, it's something else. So you can just reach out to people. Okay, this is what I'm going through. So use your Twitter handle, your Facebook handle, your Instagram, and reach out to people, influencers. If they see that you're actually being real, genuine about the situation you're going through, definitely they will help you. They will give out the hotline for you to call, and then your case will be settled.
All right, moving on. How do you deal with a violent partner? If you have a violent partner dealing with them, you have to determine if you are experiencing domestic violence. You know, domestic violence, as we have said and mentioned, can be emotional, mental, physical, or sexual abuse, or combination of other spiritual abuse and others. So you need to learn maybe in our next episode we'll bring to you how to deal with a domestic violence. But before we move on, we have for you 9 signs that you are in a toxic relationship. So I'll bring to you 2, Kola will be bringing to you others while I join him later. These are the 9 signs that you are in a toxic relationship. Number 1, they always bring up your past and judge you with it. When you find it confidential to confide in your spouse about some occurrence in your past that were so saddening, and so that maybe you won't hear it somewhere else and blame you for not telling him, or like maybe you're an hypocrite or something. You confided in him and tell him about your past, and this person always rub it up on your face every time. Man, woman, you are in a toxic relationship. I hope you get that. If they always bring out your past and use it to judge you, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need to find a solution to that. I won't always say you have to exit most times, because when you run away from your problems, it doesn't solve it. You need to learn to face your problems. And the second one, I will be
like facing a problem. If you won't work the person, if the person cannot change, you leave the person.
Now, I said I won't always advise that the exit door is the best option. But what if in that case, facing the problem is not solving it? There are different kind of ways. You don't have to be violent in facing your problem. Facing your problem is finding possible solutions to the present situation you find yourself. And if you have tried all possible solutions and no one is giving you any fertile results, then you can decide on leaving the relationship, leaving the marriage, or trying to relocate, or being safe. So the next one I'm going to be bringing them, they are controlling and won't let you be yourself. When your spouse or your partner controls everything you do, they will not just let you explore, they will not let you be yourself. They don't want that the inner part of you. They don't allow you express yourself. They just want to control everything, almost everything you do. That means it suggests to some extent that you are in a toxic relationship. So watch out for a controlling or a domineering partner.
You don't have a say in your relationship. Like, their own opinion.
Almost everything you do, he wants to control it.
Okay, moving on. They are selfish. Everything is always about them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, even your own money, they want to share with you. Yes, sharing your money with them, that's not a problem. But do they share theirs with you? No. So they want to share everything, and then you be like, no, it's love, it's this, it's that. Then the love is shocking you, and you say you are misbehaving.
You're blinded by love, and
yes,
you don't see
no
the
matter
wrong.
how, even if their pay is on your own is high, no matter how, let them at least, babe, I bought this for you. Babe, I just want to appreciate you. Then you tell them, okay, I'm actually not telling you to go out of your way to get things for me, because I know the amount you're collecting. It can be a guy, it can be a female, you can help each other. But I feel like a lot of people we are feeding on ourselves. A lot of opportunists out there. Okay, because my income is low and she is getting higher. She's getting each amount of money. He's getting each amount of money. I will not use my money for anything. I'll just use my money for personal use. You are a liar, and you're not a good person. So these are things to watch out for in a relationship. If you've seen this in a man or a woman, jackpot. So moving on, they don't care about your feelings. Some people will cheat on you.
No go come tire for me, make it no go turn yawa for me. I feel to love you tire. Are you really the one? No go come tire for me, make it no go turn yawa for me.
Okay, sorry about that. I had to attend to technical issues. So moving on, I said they don't care about your feelings. They don't care. They honestly don't care about how you feel. it is none of their business. They will cheat on you. They'll still come with some excuse. Some people will even still come and they come and be bullying you. They will still beat their partner. So you saw me with this, you saw me with that person. I should not move with this with an opposite gender because of that. And some ladies, they are cheating right in front of their boyfriend. They'll be like, okay, babe, no. Especially when you don't have money, like, no babe, it's just that this guy has been helping me. I mean, you give me money and all. It is an insult, even if you don't give her money every time, but at least you try yourself, no matter how much you are collecting. Make sure.
I think cheating is not the only way that someone can be selfish in a relationship. You can be selfish all the time. You want this person to be available for you at every point in time, but when the person needs you, you are not there. That's a sign that this person is selfish.
Person. Yes, they don't care about your feelings.
When they go out, they are coming in. They want you to buy them something, but they give you excuses, 1,001 reasons why they forget to buy you something when they are coming. There are different ways a man can be selfish. Even sexually, they can be selfish. They want you anytime they want, but when you want them, they give you different kind of reasons, tired, work, everything. But when they want it, and there's nothing you can do about it. They tell you how stupid you are. They tell you how uncaring you've been. This, that, you're useless. This, what have you been doing for them? And you've been trying your best, but they just can't see. A selfish partner, you can't do enough for a selfish partner.
I'm telling you.
There's nothing you can do to satisfy them. And then the next point says they don't care about your feeling.
Yes, I've buttressed that.
They don't care about your feeling. You've buttressed that? Alright. I think yes, alright. They want you to make them a priority, but they can't make you a priority. Setting priorities is important in a relationship.
Like, you know what? This particular one, I feel like some people are just unnecessary. I don't want to abuse anybody. There's this sense of entitlement. Okay, you are not proud of me, but I should be proud of you. You cannot post me, but I should post you. What am I doing with you then? Like, it means you actually don't want me. That's a red flag. It is a red flag. You don't want to have anything to do with me, but I should be proud of you and be all sort of I should do I should give you 100% attention, but you don't do that to me. That is very bad. Some people's attitude in their relationship, love life is actually like it's annoying. Like, where's this person from?
Alright, you have said most of it. They don't set their priorities right. In a relationship, your partner should be your number one priority. And the next one, it is difficult to communicate with them. Some partners are just a communicado. You can't just talk to them. Whenever you tried talking to them, they just flare up. They bring up kind of. They see every wrong in your communication. They just don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, they are narcissists. They're always complaining.
Their own opinion matters the most. Whatever it is you have to talk about. Even if you try reaching out to them through calls and they'll tell you, why are you calling me? Don't you know I'm at work? When they get home, they say, can't you see I'm stressed? I'm tired, and you still want to talk to me. Why you like this? They just give you reasons. You can't just communicate to them, my dear. If you are seeing all those signs, you're in a toxic relationship. Then the next one is they never apologize. Even when they are wrong and they know it, but this ego will never make them apologize for anything they have done to you. Please, when you have a partner that are not remorseful, even when they realize their wrongdoing, if you have called them to order and they still don't change, please, after you've made them realize the fact that you should, in a relationship, I love you, sorry, and thank you are very, very important. When those three things are lacking, I don't know the essence of the relationship. Jokes apart, you need to learn to say sorry. Egos apart, pride apart. A man or a woman in a relationship, when you are wrong, you should learn to say sorry and apologize. And there are different ways by which you can apologize to your partner. If you want to learn those tips, reach out to me. I will give you those tips.
You just I didn't care your love doctor to give you tips how to apologize.
Have I said I'm a love doctor?
That's what you're saying. That's what you're
But
saying. That's what you're saying. Okay, this one, they make you feel guilty when they are in the wrong. I hate this kind of thing. Even if I don't have anything to do with them, even if they're just my friends.
You said
I
what?
can never.
They make you what?
They make you feel guilty.
Even when they are wrong.
Even when they are wrong. These people, I don't want to have anything to do with them in life. Damn,
They can make you emotional. They can give you different kind of emotional trauma.
they are manipulative in nature. I hate these people. God.
You
They are wrong.
You even,
and they'll be shitting blame.
You yourself will sit down and think, wait,
But this is
am
how
I
it happens.
what have I done wrong? Owulo jẹ̀bi now.
They're like,
But how
no.
come the way they will paint you
I'm
in front
telling
of
you.
people, you will be like, Jesus Christ, what have I done wrong? Who is this
You
kind
really
of?
want to apologize.
They are so
later.
manipulative that
Not even in your
Well,
relationship or in
see.
your marriage. If you have friends like that, avoid them.
exactly, there are friends that can manipulate
There are
you.
friends like that.
They make you feel guilty for their own wrongdoing.
I'm telling you, hey,
You have small issue that they're supposed to apologize to you, but the way they will paint the whole thing, you start feeling guilty.
you'll not start breaking down nonsense.
You need to learn to take your stand in a relationship.
Exactly.
If you can't find your feet in a relationship, my dear, take the exit door.
If they want you, they will apologize. If they don't want you, and they keep
and if you
shitting
matter
blame,
to them and you're important in their life, they will do everything to
keep you. Yeah.
So please don't fight for a relationship that does not want it. Make sure what you are fighting for. Most times we don't there's something I want to bring to us too. Why people go back to toxic relationship. That point is also there, because most times we don't want to lose our investment in that kind of relationship, so you tend to endure. That was why sometimes that last week Mrs. Babalola said some people enjoy being victimized in a relationship. That is one of the reasons, because they have invested so much in this relationship and they don't want to let go. My dear,
for your life, for your mental health, leave.
And Yoruba will say ẹni tí ó bá ṣàṣedànù kò lè ṣàṣejẹ. Let's count it as one of your àṣedànù that you can gain in another relationship.
Well, excuse me, take your revenge and leave.
That's violent.
For every man, there's always a counter man.
What if you get odds taking revenge?
No, there's some revenge, like your soft revenge, like soft one. You take your revenge and then you leave.
So last but not the least, you never seem to get anything right when it comes to them. Everything you do is wrong. Yoruba will say, tí n bá gbégbá mi ò mọ̀ gbé, tí n bá gbàwó mi ò mọ̀ gbé, wò sí nǹkan tí mo ṣe tó dá lójú ẹ.
Gbégbálẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ gbá wọn down.
That is just to see when there's nothing when you're in a relationship, your partner, there's nothing you can do in his front that will be right.
Like you're always wrong.
You're always wrong. Anything you do, see that he's supposed to cuddle you and say, my dear, you have done well. Oh, why did you do this thing this way? You should have done it this way. Let's do it together and correct it. No. Oh my gbegbo no ni.
You don't have this feeling, like you just look back some years, few years, like me and that person, we actually I was actually in a relationship with that person. And then you like 12 or more, like
No.
that.
I don't have that kind of relationship. The one that I had that would have been
like that.
That would have been like that. We didn't really have one kind of breakup. Till now, we have not broken up.
It might not be a love affair, it might be friendship.
So yes, we've not broken up. Till now, we've not broken up. So there have been no mutual understanding that why did this happen. So I wouldn't until we sit and talk and discuss one-on-one. And I feel like your reason for doing this thing is this, because you can't judge somebody that you've not seen and talked to.
Yeah, I understand.
So
yes,
and you've not been able to reach out to give you reasons. So, but I cannot say I've had a relationship that I've regretted about, and I was like, èmi àti actually a date, àbí èmi àti actually ọ̀rẹ́ ni wá. I move out with people with that sensible.
So that it actually happened to. We don't move out to people with.
May I check your status, charisma, and everything before I actually go?
It is not about charisma. You won't know. There are a lot of fine people, like when they speak, you be like, oh, I want to be his friend, I want to be a friend, I want to be in love with this person. No, you won't know until you guys are close.
So see, if somebody's wrongdoing cannot cover up, if somebody's love cannot cover up for their wrongdoing, then that is totally.
A lot of fine people, outspoken people out there, but their attitude stinks.
Yoruba will say,
like
we can't be perfect. Even me,
Yes, no one is perfect.
I still have something that somebody out there that my husband has to cope with and deal with, and trying to just work towards perfection. You know, somebody said you're temperamental. Well, okay, let me look at this side. But me, I not say I am temperamental. I can say my voice gets coerced when I'm in a kind of tense situation and I want immediate effect results. But instantly, my mood is fine and we are good. So, okay, that's that on the 9 signs that you're in a toxic relationship. I will hope you got those points, the 9 points. You're not going to repeat that. So before we go, our time is fast spent. Let me bring you one gist. I watched a video yesterday on Facebook Watch, and in that video, this woman was actually saying, if you caught your husband cheating, then you should not panic. You should not start shouting and start harassing him or harassing or disgracing yourself. Just leave. I just want to say, how many women can do this? Just leave. That's it. Greet him. Make sure he sees you. Babalagbaja and there we can't say badu. Or you say, honey, hi, how are you? And just walk past and wait for him to call him. Even if he has called, I have offended my wife, but you people say, and people call you, babalagbaja malo shen confirm. Akoma shen confirm me. I'm fine. Nothing has happened. When he comes home, welcome him with food. Tell him, ask him what to eat, and guilty conscience will start killing him.
That one can kill you. Excuse you.
He said, welcome in with, the woman was actually lecturing women. She welcome in with gift and all this and that. And if now brought the matter up and said, that time, the ball is now in your court. You have the power. You know, the sword is in your hand. You can now lash him or decide whatever you want to do with him that time. Anything you have been telling him to do years back that he has not done, that is that point in time that you can actually manipulate him to do whatever you want him to do. I was like, does it work this way? How many women can be patient not to talk? We'll be right back. Oh yeah, we are so sorry for this breaking transmissions. Our technical engineers are presently unpresent. So please, you have to just go put us to this. Just the two of us in the studio with one Tucholo baby here, and she can do nothing concerning the camera. All right. So concerning the approach code I just brought to you, if you're a woman and you're watching this video, can you do that? And as a man, let's assume, Kola is not a cheat. You cannot cheat now. How many is Kola's body?
It's not written.
Kola can.
It's not written on the face.
Kola can never cheat. If Kola cheat, I will look for his. I don't know.
You look for who?
Will I tell you? Mú kankan wálé. Tí mú kankan wálé fún mommy. So báwo ni a fi fẹ́ mọ original àti fake? You cannot know.
But I cannot cheat.
You shall say you are not single.
I'm not single again.
See, if you are Kola's babe and you are watching this video, better comment on the comment and
She's
say,
not,
it's me, oh.
She's not watching.
Okay, you didn't allow your babe to follow Tito like
Brown Sugar, are you watching?
Wrong. You are wrong.
Brown Sugar is not watching.
Tomorrow, now as you finish this program, your babe must follow our program. If you not follow,
if you see Brown Sugar,
you are not a good
she's
person.
the one.
If you see Brown
Sugar, she's the one.
Brown Sugar, okay, Brown Sugar.
Don't go and change your name to Brown Sugar. I know my girlfriend though.
Whatever. So if you are a lady and you are watching, can you actually be that patient? And is it right for you to just use that present condition to manipulate him? Whatever it is, I think whatever he gets, he deserves it. Why would you cheat? Whatever. But you can actually lie that baby is not.
It's not what?
He's a business partner.
Me?
I said I can actually. Okay, I was saying something. I said let's say it's you and you cheated and your babe finds you like that and you get home. Will you even go? You're a man now. Why won't you go?
First off, I won't cheat. But if it happens, why will it even happen?
Let's say it was you go.
Like,
maybe not the girl drag you.
The girl dragged me out.
Let's say the girl dragged you to that point of
like you definitely see temptation, but why this person will tempt you? Why should you go further? You shouldn't go further. But in cases like this, the man should just apologize. Don't eat that food.
Why do men or women cheat?
Don't eat that food because
If
it was supposed to love.
you are watching us, Olushola Olawe, Malam, everybody that are watching us, why do we cheat in relationships? Why? Just tell us, why do we cheat? Is there any justification for cheating? And if you think, yes, I'm right, I want to cheat because of what? As a man that you are, what in this life can make you cheat? To make I was so me le share Olomade. It cannot ever happen to me. And I've said it, don't think it can never happen to you.
Cheat.
Yes, don't think it can never happen to you. Temptation of the eye so that just
Ow.
just pray that
it
God
can be
should just
avoided from the scratch.
it can be avoided.
It can be avoided, yes.
Okay, it's just you and this lady like me and you now, only us in this studio now. So temptation cannot occur.
It can occur, but there's a way you leave. When you start seeing signs, then you leave. And then you make them realize that okay, you can't do it, because the thing is
it's
we all
personality.
No, apart from personality, see, we see these things coming. Like you already say, okay, you're already giving me face. I'm giving you face already. So I've seen your face. Exactly. You give me this ready to go light, then I give you green light, then I give me another light that is full. I'm like, okay, and then still start occurring. Immediately I start seeing this ready to go light or more, I jackpot. So you see these things coming. They can be avoided. Honestly speaking, they can be avoided.
There is no justification for cheating.
There is none.
Avoid temptation and
avoid
putting yourself in a position of temptation. Mm-hmm. Some of us actually are marrying a baby. We walk around temptation and we can then tend to blame devil when it happens. You can actually see the temptation coming and you keep romancing it. You keep moving closer.
You were not drugged. You were not drugged. Something was not put inside your drink or food, but you keep saying you were lured. You don't lure an adult into things like this, into cheating, but you keep saying I was lured. You won't lure me.
Temptation and falling for temptation is a mutual agreement between the tempted and the tempter.
Exactly, that's how it is. Oh, that is how it is. Because you keep saying I don't like him, I don't like her, but he did this. When she was seducing you.
Okay, see, we don't have much time again. You're taking it too serious. Take it personally. They see personally.
No, I'm not taking it personal. But when she was seducing you, what were you doing?
Stop dwelling on seducing.
Just look.
Thank you for staying with us on this program today. It's been it's been long, over 1 hour. This program we've been there. All right, so we'll come your way again next week. You have to go to this city, same time, same minute, same station. Stay tuned and go nowhere. Keep sharing. If you don't share this program, you are wrong, because that means you are the only one that will enjoy the content. Please let someone else enjoy this content too, and help us go viral. So my name is Sirimin Ijenike Badar. I say bye bye on this program today till next week. When we come here, stay tuned and go nowhere.
Yeah, thank you so much. You guys are the real MVPs. Now always say this. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for sharing our content. If you're not sharing our content, know you're wrong. Please don't be on the wrong side. My name is Kolawole Ajibade, but you know what I appreciate when you call me Fine Boy Kula. To shout out the most energy and see you catch you next week.
More music on trendybeats.com.